Hey everyone, Matt J. Doyle here with TAP Interviews powered by Easy Way Network. I'm here today with my two special guests starring in the movie American comedy film, both of them. Pete Allman is playing Donald Trump and Alex Azin is the Secret Service. They're both producers on the production as well. So welcome to the show, guys.
Hello there. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Pete. How you doing?
Great. Fantastic.
That's great. So we're just going to start the show and just ask Pete a little bit about what you do and your involvement with the film and your background.
Okay.
Yeah, so go for it.
What would you like to know, Matt?
Just tell us a bit about your background, your production skills, your acting skills, what you've done in your life.
I see. Well, I was in Vegas as an entertainer and had TV shows there in Vegas. A couple of very famous shows called CMX Sports and Entertainment was a series, and I produced it and hosted it, and Las Vegas Report. And then as an entertainer, I'm a vocalist. But after that, I came to Los Angeles. And when I was in Los Angeles, I started doing interviews with a lot of celebrities. I've interviewed about 40,000 of them now. But, you know, red carpet events where you interview 50 people at a time and so forth. But I started producing various films, and I learned to produce films through Damien Chapa. And, you know, films like Killer Priest, Vatos Locos, and the story about Marlon Brando called Brando Unauthorized. And then, of course, I've known Alex for 17 years. So we came up with a film on global peace called Winds of Freedom. And during that time, of course, Alex always thought I looked a little bit resembled Trump. So we did little skits, and he created these skits. And then Spencer Catabon went ahead and he put it in a script form, and we filmed a movie called American Comedy, a hilarious comedy about Trump coming to California to get votes. And while he's doing that, he meets the Nancy Pelosi's, the Vladimir Putins, and President Cheese. And it's very, very interesting. And the Pope, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's very funny.
Yeah, it sounds like it. So without further ado, I would like to share the website with everybody. Just let me just do this. Share with audio, and then we're going to go to the website. There, can you see that okay?
Yes.
So all you need to do is just enter your email address. I'll enter my email address, and then you enter the site. And then you can see more about it. There's Pete Allman, Eric Roberts, Dan Laura. It's American Comedy, AmericanComedyFilm.com is the website that we're on right now. We can play the trailer. Can you hear that okay, Pete?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Hey! Wait. God, Donald, what have you done?
Let's make America great again. I don't think they like me. Pull over, driver, now.
I'm on a wave, surfing across the ocean, so stand back.
What would you like to recommend for Chinese food?
We're Latinas from East LA.
What's so funny?
Are those boxer shorts?
Tell them the 9-year-olds in China that made it who find work.
I told you, don't piss off the Chinese.
This is the war! War!
What do you think about that, Sleepy Joe?
He says those are dumplings.
They look like tacos to me.
Sir, put your shirt back on. This is a public restaurant.
Why don't you two just get a room and make America great again?
I think they know exactly what they're doing.
President of my little boat?
I'm gonna shoot him right in his balls.
I've had it with this job.
That's for Danya, baby.
What did you just say about my wife?
Somebody is getting spanking right now.
like you shot your couch.
Cancel the plans for Donald.
I'm the president.
I'm coming in a constant state of motion. I'm on a wave, slipping across the ocean. Don't try to hold me back. Don't try to shut me down every time you come around. So just get out of my way.
There's only one Don, and it is not you.
Absolutely awesome. So there you have it. Great trailer, guys. That is hilarious.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks.
I
Matt.
saw you there too, Alex.
Oh yeah.
The naked Secret Service guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. So tell us. Yeah, just tell us a little bit about how does it feel to be in the movie and being in the production as well, the producers as well. Sorry.
Well, this journey started. I've known Pete for 17 years. And it's so hard to believe how long I've known him and closely. When he moved from Las Vegas, we connected in LA, and we just became friends because he is a wonderful personality. He's very kind in heart. He's a believer. He's faithful. He lives his life the right way, and always kind of picks people up, inspires people. He had his own talk shows in Vegas, and he's done a lot of production in Vegas. And he always talks about making people feel better and promoting peace. So that kind of struck the chord in me. And I liked him. I liked him as a human being. And in fact, it was interesting because in 2005, I was going through a divorce. Unfortunately, marriages happen and then divorces happen. So what do they say? Why do divorces happen? Well, because marriages happen. So there wouldn't be no divorce without a marriage. But we were together for 11 years and then we divorced. So I was not in the best of my moods and I was a little depressed. And then Pete came along and picked me up. And with faith in God and with positive thinking. And then we started walking and going to like hiking here in Reseda and in Encino, in Sherman Oaks, over there in San Fernando Valley. So we became friends. And it was funny. Anytime if he went out, he put on the suit and the tie, and he became to look like Donald J. Trump since years back. And I used to laugh at it. And I used to live in New York, and my family was in New York. So I actually met Trump once, very briefly. And he was a cult figure, obviously, in New York City. For some people, it was positive. So some people was negative, but you couldn't avoid Donald. He was bigger than life even 20 years ago. It was amazing. So I said, Pete, you kind of look like Donald. And I feel like you want to do something fun. When you come out and you look like that, people start smiling. I can see smiles and they want to talk to you about something. So we kept chatting and talking and not doing really anything. And then when Donald becomes a president in 2016, I said, hey, this is no longer a joke. Okay, this is serious. And I want to make a comedy. I want to create something comedy is a serious business. And I felt that Pete got it because he makes people laugh anywhere he goes. And I said, it's such a commodity. It's such a wonderful ability to make people smile, make people laugh. In this wild, crazy, nasty world of ours, it's important to laugh. It is a medicine. It's a cure. And I started writing sketches. And then me and Pete started going out different places and sort of creating different motifs on Hollywood Boulevard, here in the Marina del Rey, out there in Santa Monica. Anyway, Pete would show up in a dark suit. And I eventually came up and said, hey, let me put on the suit. That president cannot go out without a Secret Service. You need some protection out there. Hey. So I put on the suit, went out. And again, that was an instant hit. We went on Hollywood Boulevard. People started congregating, taking pictures with us. Even police came around. They were like, who the hell are these two guys? And from the distance, Pete looks total Donald. And if you look at him right here, once again, that was him coming out. And I have him eating burger here because we know Donald loves burgers. McDonald's, maybe Wendy's, Burger King's, all of that. So I set up that shot, and we did that too, and they were laughing. Over in the Marina del Rey, there's a McDonald's, so we went outside, we were shooting. They all came out, said, "Who is this?" It looked like, from the distance, it looked like real president. So it was funny.
Awesome.
And it progressed, and it went on, and we decided to make a little pilot for TV series first, and see if the networks want to pick it up. And it's all comedy. It's comedy. The idea from the get-go, I decided I don't want a dramatic series. I don't want anything really dark and scary and argumentative and and nasty. No, we just want people to smile and laugh, and that's how it started going. And then slowly, we realized that, hey, it looks like we could make a whole film. But I didn't have a script. I had my notes. I had different episodes. I had enough maybe for 20 minutes more. And then by miracle, Peter met Spencer Cadigan, who's a very, very talented guy. He's an actor. He's a screenwriter. He's all around. Reminds me of Harrison Ford when Ford was young, and Ford was making cabinetry and woodwork and doing stage work at the studios before he became who he became. And he was auditioning at the same time. So Spencer had that quality, and I loved him. And we sat down and we started working on a real script for the real film. So lo and behold, we started working on actual film, full film, on 2019. You know what happened? Unfortunately, COVID came upon us, or was given to us as a gift from somebody who didn't ask for it. And it was complicated. It was difficult, challenging, but we kept on laughing, and we kept on working, and we kept on not giving up, not quitting. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. And I said, man, I want this thing done. It's much more important than any one of us. It's more important than COVID. It's important that we make this film and then put it out there to the people. And so finally, like literally 2 months ago, it was finally completed after a number of edits and changes, like anything else. Filmmaking, as I learned, because it's the first time that I actually was involved in a real full feature film production, probably 60% of filmmaking is editing. It's all about editing. And I learned that, and I learned that the hard way too, and that's it. That's how we learn. As a result, we have now that we're proud of an American comedy. That's the full feature film. Peter being in there, Eric Roberts being in there, Dan Lauria being in there, Sy Richardson in there. And we have some really, really great actors.
And Tom Halleck.
Tom Halleck, who used to be #1 soap opera star for like 40 years as the world famous. Or was it Young and Restless?
Young and Restless, and he Murder, She Wrote. He's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Tom has.
Pete brought out his old good friends, and they all worked for us for very little, because we could never make this thing big. We didn't have millions of dollars. I wish we had. We didn't. So the challenge was to make this thing live with a very little money, but a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of support, a lot of love and care and laughter. We were laughing. They were laughing as we were making it, and we were sketching it, and it was just fun to make. So nobody quit. Nobody said, "Nah, I'm out. I don't want to do it," get pissed off or whatnot, because we were locked into the little studio, and we were watching after police and the firefighters, because they would shut us down if they found out we were doing these things. In the middle of COVID, they didn't want people to shoot, right? So I pulled up my Ukrainian background, and I said, okay, I am going black. That's it. I'm going undercover. I'm going to war with Hollywood. Peaceful war. And we did, and with everything else, and with COVID. We'll fight COVID with laughter. That's why I'm saying, make laughter, not war.
Make America laugh again.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Pete, how was it for you being involved in the film? I'll get back to you in a minute, Alex. Just hang on 1 second. How did you like being in the film, Pete?
I loved being in the film. And it was tough because we moved from one studio to another studio, which it was a beautiful studio in the Valley. And as I recall, the hardest part of my film, but the most joyous part, was climbing the wall, climbing the border wall to escape to Mexico, and seeing the guys who were going to shoot me, because the Don, which is Eric Roberts, had it canceled, we got in an argument in the movie, who was the Don. And I ended up saying, I'll be back with my hamburger and the helicopter, the Russian helicopter, and me holding the rope. It's very, very funny.
Yeah, well, you do sound like Donald Trump, that's for sure, and look like him as well. So
America first, my friend.
Well,
yeah, America first, my friends. Make America great again. Yeah.
Well, make America laugh. Right now, we just want to make America laugh, one day at a time. And
Okay.
I want to show you.
Alex, let me just introduce this part. As you were saying, you're from the Ukraine. So can you tell us a little bit about your philosophy and viewpoint of what's going on there today, and share your stuff with us?
Well, I have this historical photograph of me when I'm 21.
Wow.
People can see that.
Which one's you? The one on the left?
I am this one.
Yeah, that's one I thought. Yeah, the one with the longer hair, right?
The one with a little bit of a longer hair.
Yeah. Awesome.
And so this picture, I am in a Navy uniform. I'm graduating of a Navy Merchant Marine school right there. And part of this whole thing, I was also on the Navy ships in Sevastopol. So I did my duty. I'm a young lieutenant coming out. This was in the 70s, giving up my age. But I'm fortunate. I love it. You know, we are what our experience makes us into. And it wouldn't be me if I didn't come through that amazing 4 years of being attached to the Navy and the ships and all of that culture. And I'm a third generation Navy. My grandpa fought Nazis in Crimea in the 40s, went all the way from Crimea, Ukraine, Soviet Union, went all the way to Berlin when Soviet Union defeated Nazis. And I'm very proud of him. Then my father was 17, 18, 19. He started as a cadet at the Navy school. He was also involved in the World War II. He was a cadet observer on the submarines in North Atlantic, helping U.S. convoys coming from United States into Russia with Lend-Lease supplies. So he too miraculously survived the war. They both came alive. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. So thanks to the fact that my dad came alive, came back, and I followed in the footsteps. So I went into this school and all that. So I grew up in the atmosphere of the Cold War, and it was not pretty. It was rough. It was nasty. It was scary. We were scared of Americans. Americans were scared of Russians. People were digging bomb shelters. We had nuclear bomb drills when I was like 12, 13, 14 at school. And nobody really knew how it's going to end up. And the Cuban crisis happened, all of this. So today, very sadly, I'm watching Ukraine and what happened there and what happens there every day, and innocent people die. Women, children. It is a disaster. It reminds people of what it looked like during World War II when Nazis came over and literally destroyed Kyiv, the capital city, and wiped out half of the Ukraine. And then my hometown was Odessa. I was born and raised and went to, Marine College there and served this. So everything's damaged. Millions of people scattered, became refugees in Europe. I say it must stop. This must stop. This is kind of like a civil war that we went through in 1860, 62, American Civil War, and we or in the 1860s. They have to find a way to settle. The world needs to assist them to settle. It's like two brothers that have gone to war, but this is not a joke. It's not just a boxing match. The new sophisticated weapons are being used. People die all the time. Yeah. And there is a threat of all-out World War III.
Gee.
So that they need to settle. It isn't just
they do.
You know,
They need to settle, yeah.
They need to settle. It's UK, Europe is all the NATO countries are involved, and China is getting behind Russia, and Iran is there. So this is like a prelude to something that could be real bad for all of us, for all human beings. And so in a way, American comedy, like I said, I feel it needs to fight the war. I said, make laughter, not war.
Exactly.
Make laughter, not war. If people start laughing at themselves and at everyone else, they're less likely to want to pull, a 50 caliber and shoot somebody.
Exactly.
This is not. If Dirty Harry or his nemesis had a sense of humor, they wouldn't be shooting each other, right? That would be just make fun. So I feel that we are contributing, trying to stabilize and make people smile and laugh. People in Ukraine and people in Russia and people in Europe and people in the USA, to have a little bit more fun, to relax, to ease off, to laugh. More laughter, less fireworks. That's where I was coming from. That's where I am coming from as an American citizen of a Ukrainian descent.
Yeah.
So these are my feelings, and I'm glad Pete is with me on board with all of this, because he is a peacemaker.
I'm a peace advocate.
He is advocate. He preaches peace. So together we want to do more. We want to have an ongoing show talking about peace, mixing peace ideas with humor, with comedy, with positive thinking.
Awesome. Sounds great. Let's just go to a commercial real quick, and a couple of commercials, and I'll be right back. All right.
Okay. So it's AmericanComedyFilm.com.
Okay,
remember,
cool.
folks out there, the film has not been released yet. We are in the process of organizing, and then hopefully we will be on Amazon really soon. But right now, anyone who would like to watch the full trailer and read a little bit more about us, go to AmericanComedyFilm.com.
Awesome. All right, we're going to go to a commercial. Just hang in there. We'll be right back.
Close attention, because this video is going to revolutionize your business. My name is Adam Chandler. Not too long ago, I decided that I was sick and tired of having to use expensive tools made by greedy tech companies. Not only were they costing me hundreds of dollars per month, but integrating all of them with one another was a technical nightmare. You'll get immediate access to the funnel builder tool, an email autoresponder and text message follow-up system, an appointment setting tool, Facebook and Instagram integration, a contact management system, an app for connecting with leads on the go, and a sales pipeline for moving your prospects through your sales process. You will love the digital co-pilot. And the best part, you can test drive the system for 14 days for just $10. It's a web-based system, so no installation is required. Plus there's a 100% money-back guarantee.
Hi there, this is Zandra Evans, founder and CEO of Zandra TV Network in Dallas, Texas. Now, you know that I'm a small business advocate, and I talk about leveling the playing field all the time for small business entrepreneurs. Why? Because we always seem to get left behind. Well, guess what? I've got something new for you, and it's called Biztisement. It's an informational video directory where you can put your video about you, your business, and your passion. Nobody can say it better than you. I want you to click the link in this message, find out more about Biztisement, and get on board. Where else can you get started for $99? So until I see you, continue to be the absolute best you. Peace.
All right. So finally, before we wrap up for the day, I just want to play the little YouTube video. So just let me share that as well. Okay.
What did you say about my wife? I don't think they like me.
There's only one Don. It's not enough.
ending is everything.
Awesome. So we've seen the 2-minute trailer and the. Oh. All right. Sorry about that. So that's an awesome show today. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on. Thank you to our sponsors, EasyWayWall.com, EasyWay TV, Amazon, Roku, Apple TV, Rock You Podcast, No More 9 to 5 Club, and also Dr. Fitness USA. Thank you, guys. And do you have any final words?
Yes. AmericanComedyFilm.com. Go to that site, put in your email, and watch the trailer and have a good laugh like you've never laughed before.
Awesome, Pete. And you saw I did that at the beginning of this broadcast. I went in there to that website, added my email. It's very easy and fast. It'll access the trailer. You can watch it again and take it from there. Thank you very much, Alex, for coming on the show today. Any final words?
Well, of course, we want people to watch and share it with your friends, share it with anyone. I think this kind of a film, it touches on the nerve because we're making smile, we're making laugh on anyone, on everyone. They're like 5 presidents, so that's why a little limited premiere was at the President's Day, was February 2019 to 20th, and so everyone have something to smile, everyone have something to laugh about. There are a lot of funny lines, and then think peace, that when we are at peace and we laugh, we're less likely to get violent or wild or crazy and attack other people. Just use that as a tool for peace. So make laughter, not war, and peace to Ukraine, peace to Russia and Ukraine, and peace to the United States and China, peace to the humanity. We are all in it together. Our little blue ball is too small. There's enough nukes to destroy us many times over. And just to remind people, it takes 29 minutes to ICBM to fly over from the US to Russia, from Russia to the United States. Plus, you have a ballistic submarine sitting offshore in Pacific, in Atlantic. It's all over the place. We don't want to be that. We don't want to be threatened all the time. So make everybody laugh and then enjoy life for us, for our children and their children. So that's my wish. Make laughter, not war.
And we're going to help Ukraine. We're going to help them in the future, right when the movie gets out, because we believe in peace.
Absolutely. Peace to everybody. Awesome. Thank you guys for coming on the show today. We're going to end it now and just hang tight. I'll see you in the green room.